Class, Chapter 12 is about sessions and creating session cookies. Well, you can also make HTTP cookies with PHP, and we're going to show you that right now. Uh, I've got Chrome running here, as you can see, and I want to access the cookies in my Chrome. So I'll click here on those three dots, Settings, Security and Privacy, Cookies and other site data, and then if I scroll down a little bit, I can see all the cookies that are currently set. And at the moment, I only have two, and I'll get rid of them, two from Google. So I'll just remove all. And now I have no HTTP cookies. Now what I want to do is I want to run a file that is in on our web server. I've got, this is my htdocs. As you can see, I'm running localhost up here. And I have a folder called mine for my files. And here's chapter 12. And in chapter 12, we've got a couple of Baked Cookie and Baked Cookie HTML and a PHP file too. So let's run the Baked Cookie HTML. So I'm going to make a cookie called Sarah and another cookie called with the value of Snookums, which will be the password. So this is actually going to be a cookie called login. And this is going to be a cookie called password. So we'll bake those cookies, and apparently they've been set. Well, let's just check that out. So we'll go back to the settings. Now I don't see anything, but that's because I have to sort of refresh this. If I go back and see all cookies and site data, there they are. There's the two cookies. So I'll just expand that. And you can see here's the login cookie. And you'll notice that it does have a name login and a value of Sarah. The domain is localhost. Notice the path. It's indicating the path, which was where my program was. And also, and something that we didn't mention, because we haven't looked at the file yet, the baked cookie PHP file, this cookie was set for 2 months. We created it on February 24th, and it's set to expire 2 months from now on April 24th. Well, let's take a look at the code that gets that job done. Here is the PHP file that bakes the cookie. So as you can see, we're going to read using post. We're going to read the user text box and the password text box on the baked cookie HTML file. I suppose I should show you that first. Here's the HTML file, and it's going to run baked cookie PHP. And we have a user text box and a password text box. So we read those into two variables called username and pass. And now we use the set cookie function to create the cookies. So I'm going to call the first cookie login, and I'm going to give it the value username, which we got from the form, and we're going to set it to be expire 2 months in the future. So I'm using string to time plus 2 months, as you can see here. We're going to do the same thing for the password cookie. That's the name of the cookie. The value in the cookie will be what we got from the form, the $pass variable, and it's also going to be a 2-month cookie. So that's how that works. Now, let's read the cookie, but let's read the cookie not just by looking at it in Chrome. Let's read the cookie with the PHP file. And we can do that with another program. So I will just go back and we'll take a look at read cookie. Here it is, right here, read cookie. And you can see it says, welcome back, Sarah, with password Snookums. That was the password that I entered. Okay, so we have the cookie and we can read the cookie with another file. And if we want to take a look at that one, it's called read cookie. I think I've got it here. No, I don't, but we can certainly get it. I'll go into Explorer and into my htdocs. And here's the read cookie. Here it is. Here it is in Visual Studio. As you can see, uh, we're just using, we're going to use input cookie. Input underscore cookie is a super global array that stores your cookies. And we want to look at the login cookie and the password cookie. And we assign the values to $user and $pass. So that's how we were able to get the output that we got. So it's another super global array here. Input underscore cookie. Okay, so hope you're okay with that. Now, how do we delete that cookie? Well, we could delete that cookie. We have a file here that should delete the cookie. Here's how we can do it. To delete those two cookies, what we'll do is we'll set an expiry date in the past. So we'll use the time function and we'll subtract 300 seconds from it, so it'll be a past date, a past time. And then we'll use set cookie again. We'll set the password cookie to be an empty string, and we'll set its expiry date as the expire variable up here. And we're also going to specify the path to the cookie. This is an important step. The cookie might not get deleted if you don't specify where it was stored. Okay, and do the same thing for the login cookie. We're going to delete it as well. We'll set it to be an empty string, set it to the expiry date in the past, and we'll specify its path where it was located. So let's run that. So we could run that just by going back, and we'll try delete cookie. Here it is right here. And it says the cookies were deleted. Well, let's check it out. They weren't. Here they are. They're still here. But in fact, they were deleted. If I go back and hit this again, you'll see they're gone. Don't have the cookies anymore. So yeah, always have to sort of refresh the screen here in Chrome to check to see if the cookies were in fact deleted. Okay, now this is HTTP cookies, not the same thing as session cookies, but it's good to know about those if you're going to be a PHP coder. All right.